What's up, Dio? Dio's in my little gig. Everybody loves his scenes. I've been sure to look it up. Wow. Give it up for Jess and Mabley Comedy. Like she said, it's not really a lot of opportunities for black women in comedy, and a lot of us don't be feeling like going to like open mics and stuff because of people being weird. I was in Ocean City last night, and I went there to perform, and nobody else showed up to perform. And so it was just like this guy that I guess just be there. And so when I got there, they was just being there together, like him and the host, and it was just kind of like weird white people stuff going on. And they had like they had Nerf guns, and then they was randomly like shooting each other with the Nerf guns, and I was just like, I don't know what I walked into and what's going on. But I ended up going up, and because nobody else showed up, I ended up doing like a whole 40-minute set, you know? Yeah, which is crazy. And the interesting thing about, again, being like a woman in comedy, because like while they was up there just being weird, like nobody was really laughing at what they were doing. And a lot of times in comedy, like when no one laughs at what you're doing, you blame the crowd. You know, you be like, oh, rough crowd, they just hate comedy, even though they're there at 10 p.m. on a Thursday night. You know what I mean? They just hate comedy. So I went up, you know, and people were actually laughing, and I don't think he liked that much. So he was talking through my whole set and trying to have conversations with me, which I don't mind, because, like, for real, what am I doing up here? So if you want to be the butt of the joke, that's fine. That's fine. So since, you know, y'all want to talk about penis and stuff, he was older, and, you know, I said something about, like, you know, our country, or, you know, a lot of people and a lot of conservatives, like, become too preoccupied with, like, trans people and trans culture, you know, and people that are voluntarily trans, they should care more about people that are involuntarily trans, you know what I mean? Like the penis that don't work epidemic, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't mean to not, but now you bumping coochies and you weren't planning on that. And then I had a revelation. Last night that I don't hear people complaining about blue balls no more. Like, these are the things that we should be concerned about. These are the things. There's a lot of things that, you know, disrupt our hormones. So that's all I was getting at. But it was fun, and I'm happy to be here. That was the whole point of this story. I'm happy to be here. I'm here with 3 hours of sleep, and I'm here way more dressed up than I'm accustomed to. I appreciate y'all affirming me, because my daughter asked me if I was pregnant, and I told her, I said no, and she was like, I know I've been asking that for years now. She said, you say no every time, are you sure? If, like, black adoption didn't have low rates, you know. Oh, but, you know, it's the first week of school. You know, it's a lot going on. I'm proud of them. My daughter started 6th grade. Yeah, she's very excited about it. She started middle school. I'm kind of terrified, because middle school is like a weird place. It's like some kids are still playing with dolls, and some kids are in the back of bathrooms. You just never know what, you know, it's just like a lot going on at the same time, and they funky, you know. Yeah, so it's just a lot going on. But yeah, so I'm dressed up because I'm going to my 20th year high school reunion after that. Yeah. So if you do the math, I'm in my late 30s. I just celebrated a birthday a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and I turned 38. And 30s have been a fun and interesting time. It's a very transitional time in your adulthood. it's like when you first start really feeling like an adult, you know? But you still kind of feel young, you kind of look young, you be thinking you can relate, and then, you know. Then somebody say or do some young people stuff, and you be like, oh, I'm a little older. But you might be around, like out there or something, you be like, oh, I'm still young. It's just like this weird in-between space. And I don't think that you always know what part, it just hits you. You don't really know kind of what's going on. And one thing that I found interesting, especially once I hit the late 30s end of the game, particularly with like dating, I don't know if y'all noticed this, if you're in the same age range as me, but there are younger people that will like intentionally target you for your age. Did y'all know that was a thing? Okay. Right. So people that's like in their 40s or whatever. So it's like the first time that this is really happening. Like before, it was just like, okay, y'all just might have similar interests or something. It just so happened to be that y'all have some sort of age gap or something, or the person's a predator. Like, but it's not, but you the young one in the mix as the one that's being preyed on. But once you hit like 36, 37, 38, so I had this young guy like hit me in my DMs, and I think he was like 22. And I was just like, I'm sorry. I was like, you're too young for me. And he tried to do like, I'm a grown man. I'm like, okay, sure. So he's just like, I like older women because they this, that, blah, blah. And I'm just like, first of all, when did I become an older woman? I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know I did not know that. But the thing is, I think for this brand of 30-somethings, I think for millennials, I don't think those stereotypes hit anymore. You know what I'm saying? If you're actively pursuing an older woman because you think that she's gonna cook you nice meals, you know what I mean? And we grew up on like noodles and hamburger helper. Then you getting mad that the fancy meal is chicken Alfredo, like that's the step up. That's where we're at with it. And I think if you're a guy, you get to that range, and you might have somebody again that actively pursues you. They see you in the club. And they like 22, and again, you thinking they just thinking you cute or you fly or whatever, and they just see you as a wallet or a paycheck. They see you as a potential sugar daddy. Again, that does not work for this brand of 30-somethings. Like, we graduated college during a deep recession. Like, it just does not hit. You know what I mean? You meet some nice young man in the club, 38, he got like 3 roommates. One is baby mother, one is mother, to split the bills. You don't have that $40 for you, sis. Just stick with your age range. It's okay. But like I said, it sneak up on you. You don't realize it's going to happen. You don't realize that that's what is happening. And honestly, I think that's what happened to Drake. Yeah. Like, we're the same age. I don't think he knew he was the old nigga in the club, but he did. And he got the whole world calling him a pedophile, It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it on that note.